Charli XCX.
Yeah.
She's like our mentor, and she said, I want to put together this girl band, an amazing like pop group. Groups of women that are so fearless and like insular in what they think's cool, and everything else can just kind of, you know, do one. Are we allowed to swear? Yeah. Great, everything else can off.
We've played this game twice, I won't play nice, you can't take me down. Baby, roll the dice, let fate decide, I'm not losing now. I need to win, I need to win.
One of the first songs we put together was Win, actually,
Yeah.
and that was with Charli. She co-wrote it.
Yeah.
We produced it with Justin Reyes, and yeah, it was just mad to hear something you've made sound like something that could be on the radio. It like blew my mind. It's really exciting.
I feel like the anticipation of the project was just, it had already exploded before we had even arrived to the house.
We'd rented the house and we got there and had this like quite weird
We all just
pizza on the floor.
We
just all sat
yeah,
on the
we
floor.
lived together not before we met one another, but like that happened at kind of the same time. So it's like
So we met in the house and we were like,
flatmates.
oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'd been talking about this band with Charli for years until we actually started living in the house together.
Yeah, same.
So
Yeah, like 3 years.
It was like everyone had like the same like massive chunk of time talking about it, but not
So there were a lot of ideas thrown out there, but for me, they were ideas, and I until we were actually in the house together, like I thought kind of the whole thing was gonna fall through, you know, because that's the amount of my life, you know, up to this point, like.
I was at Charli's house with her, and it was there was a long list of bad ideas, and Nasty Cherry was good.
I heard some of the ideas sort of vetoed, but I didn't hear Nasty Cherry. But some of the others,
I know.
Let's just say it's lucky
vetoed.
we went with
Yeah,
Nasty Cherry.
it was lucky. They're all so embarrassing when you just say the name until there's like actually until it's a real thing. You could just say anything like kettle,
Totally.
toaster girl,
Kettle.
like anything.
Like the new
You,
pop
like,
group.
you get
Toaster
really like
Kettles.
tragic, and then you're like, I can't do this. I'm embarrassing myself. Nasty Cherry is tricky for that because we say it so different. So if we all have to say it at once, it's like cherry.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's
kind of
really
just say it with a
nice.
British accent. It sounds like
Nasty
the Spice Girls.
Cherry.
Chloe's got a really good British accent.
Yeah.
Actually.
I do a killer Charli.
Oh yeah, you do.
Killer Charli accent. It's true.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it right now?
I mean, might as well. Just
Yeah,
a little
I feel like you
snippet.
should, yeah.
Okay. What's up, guys? It's Charli XCX. I want to see you get your f***ing hands in the air. Let's go. I love it.
We wrote so much together when we were living with each other, and we have a lot of things in the bank right now, but it's more difficult when we're separated, and we'll send each other lyrics or a bass line here and there, whatever, but nothing really ever gets finished, so we are really trying to see each other as much as we can.
Yeah.
Because I'm sending voice memos at 2 in the morning and wake up and forget what
Yeah,
I've
so
done.
Georgia and I live in London.
Yeah.
And,
Because we have such a limited amount of time together, when we do come together, it's very fast.
It's insane, and like I'm genuinely proud of like the newer stuff that we've done. Like the third single, "Live Forever," is one of my favorite songs that we have, and that was done in. Me and Debbie came to LA for 3 days.
don't have so much time to get like choice paralysis.
Yeah,
You just
no
have to
time.
go.
Just like 2 hours, write the song,
Yeah.
boom, go.
And because of that, we've got so much. I think we haven't decided fully what the body of work's going to look like, but it feels like everything we've got, it's like, I can't imagine anything not being a part of it. So it's going to be quite hard to like narrow down to one.